Um, Hondo will just look around, go, surrounded by fools and pretenders. What an end is this? And then go to walk out the door. Follow his new friends.
He, once again, walks through the precipice, much like last time. You get that tunnel vision feeling, it all goes dark. And then your tokens are gone.
Oh, I want them back.
Ooh, hooray.
War, war.
No, he's a yeah, you're kind of on the right track, Brigade, but
Yeah.
still a little way off.
Fair enough.
Open up my next text document.
27 gigabyte update for Baldur's Gate. That's big. That's big.
So you feel the vision slowly return to normal, and you hear a loud click. Let me make this player visible. Your eyes slowly adjusting to what appears to be dim light in the room. We're not doing the dim light rules in this, it's just ambience.
Ambience.
You hear the click behind you as the door shuts. You look around and the place is in ruins. Informs players the current map.
Chicken's gone mouldy.
There's nobody here. The whole place is covered in blood, bits of skeleton littering the floor. It looks like there was an absolute massacre here. It's definitely silent.
I walk in and I'm going to check the fireplace. Is there a sword?
There is no sword at the fireplace.
Is there a dead dog?
There is no dead dog.
As we walk in, the conduit will just start screaming in a more, or like, slightly raised, panicky voice and a more feminine voice, just going, "I can't go back. Don't want to go back. Can't go back." Just over and over and over again.
Up there, are you
As-
alright?
You approached Minas, the fireplace.
No.
You would have been walking over a little patch, probably about here, of looks like really cheap, nasty jewelry, like amulets with a little kind of gold with a green gem in the middle. But there's 50 or 60 of them on the floor, all of them damaged in one way or the other. Every single one of them, the gem has been smashed.
Here, wasn't one of those ladies from the last pub a jeweller? I shout back towards the two insane people.
I would like to maintain I'm relatively sane. A little bit
Rorik,
old.
your passive is 15, isn't it?
That is the one.
I'm just going to throw this in here because nobody has thought to check this. You've all come in and almost gained consciousness looking into the room. As you turn this corner, you get a glimpse at the corner of your eye that there is no front door.
Solid wall this time.
It was a solid wall every time. No one thought to look back. You all walked in and beelined it.
Oh,
That's what the click is. It's a door spawning in.
oh I see.
That's cool.
That makes so much more sense than the fact I just didn't consider that fact.
Is it mahogany? Or...
It was a lovely thick mahogany door. when it was there. So there's all gems around your feet. There is body, blood, absolutely everywhere. The stage is particularly bad, as is the function room, which you guys can't see yet.
I can.
Can I check my
Oh, you can.
cheese?
Your cheese is fine. You still have your cheese.
I'm going to go look behind the bar, which seems to have a chunk missing from it.
Chunk rage feast.
What are you doing, Simon?
Conduit will just very suddenly snap out of it, start acting like normal, and will walk off towards the stage.
As you step foot off the mat at the entrance, Rurik, you will see a shadow in your peripheral vision to this direction,
Mm-hmm. So over here somewhere.
anywhere this side of the room.
On my left. Okay.
You will all hear creaking and then a low snarl
From where?
coming from somewhere over here. This will become immediately clearer
I'm
by
looking somewhere over there.
a low growl, and you'll hear meatloaf,
Sausages?
beef,
Uh-oh.
and a canopy. As from the rafters leaps down a large form.
Oh, it's a something.
Oh,
A large form falls from the rafters. Tattered remains of a jess's outfit are stretched over what appears to be a large humanoid shape with a big woven face. Billowing from under this tattered cap and bells is thick grey fur.
As I saw it coming, or at least heard it, as it jumps down, can I cast Hunter's Mark?
I'm gonna shout.
Wouldn't you need to have a target for Hunter's Mark? Because
I
you
can
just
see
saw it in your peripheral.
Like
You didn't know its location.
within range, so if I could see it at all, I suppose I could.
Can you cast it as a reaction?
It's a bonus action, not a reaction. So I'll leave that up to your rolling.
I'm gonna say no. If it was reaction based, I'd say yes.
I'm
Fair
gonna.
enough.
Do I have time to say? Haha, still a smelly, hairy stink bag. I see. And laugh at him.
You will also notice
No.
that this wolf, although it's very large, is also very thin. It has not eaten in quite a long time.
Oh. But I'm made of beef.
bum.
Four again.
For you,
Oh,
you got 2 7s as well.
Hold on, I think I might. No, I rolled a 2.
Oh,
I was gonna say if it was 2 1s in a row, then that's.
Interestingly, I also got a 2, but I get +5.
Did we all get 2?
Nope, Simon got a 4.
I guess we're just unlucky then.
Yeah. Let's hope we get good attack rolls.
dup, dup, dup,
I
dup.
don't need good attack rolls. I just need reckless attack.
Oh,
Ooh. Fucking fake.
Ulfang, or Ripper,
Oh no.
it is his turn. And having landed from the rafters, he's going to repeat one word of his joke. Meatloaf. And he's going to run 15 feet towards the conduit. And he is going. Oh, hold on. Let me delete that macro and change it.
Oh.
Oh no. It's Christ, it says 1D200 for some reason. But
That's not so good.
But if I edit it,
Did you make this?
it says 1D20. So should be fine. We'll quickly find out. He is going to make a. I'm going to say, because you guys have taken fuck all damage,
Yes.
yes. He is going with his powers vested in him. God, I play it like a fucking character, don't I? A multi-attack of a bite and a claw directly at Meatloaf.
Oh,
I'll do anything for love, but I won't do this.
I saw that coming.
Let me just recreate that bite, because that hasn't worked.
nothing appears to be working.
That was my bad. Bite.
We're not seeing any of the rolls.
I haven't made it yet. Bite.
Oh,
None. Yes.
you know there is a whole bunch of tokens with already pre-made macros.
I did not know that.
Oh. I thought someone sent them to you on Facebook.
On D8. No.
I sent him all
on-
my pictures.
I'll send them to you on Facebook.
1d8 plus 2, and that is piercing damage. So, a bite and a claw.
The claw will hit, and the bite will be repelled. Repelled.
So, as you deftly repel his bite attack, he will reach out and swipe at you with the talons attached to his skinny little hands. Deals 7 slashing damage.
He's dead. I don't think we can damage ourselves.
Take damage.
I've noticed if you right click and go to macros and then look in there, all the ones that have like the B command are the ones that don't work. Because I think they need permissions to broadcast. So death saves, end turn, initiative.
Oh. Why is that taking you down to empty?
I don't know. I should have 21 health.
What is going on?
How much did you miss?
21 minus 7. What's that come
14.
to? 14.
You should have
I can't heal you.
What?
I do not have permission to call the broadcast function.
How
No,
did
you
you not
don't
have
either.
permission? Did you put yourself on as a GM?
I believe so. I mean, I started the server. Is that not how you be a GM?
There is a
I
GM
can
button.
see all the tokens, even hidden ones.
Oh, go on to preferences. At the
Edit,
top.
preferences, yeah.
Go on to application.
Yep.
And then macro panels. Disable, allow players to edit macros.
Macro. Where's that? Application.
Yeah, and it's on the right hand side, like near the bottom.
Third box up.
Weird that you damage him.
Allow player to edit macro. Enable external macro access.
Yeah, turn off, allow player to edit macros.
Turn off.
Yeah.
Weird.
And then,
Oh, it works!
Does that mean I can now? I guess I'll find out on my turn.
And then that's his turn.
Okay, looks like I'm up next. Okay, so 25 standard movement, 10 supplicant movement for Dread Ambush. Will cast Hunter's Mark directly at him. Hang on, let's put the concentration on. And I will need you to put the mark onto the fellow.
That is marked.
And for my turn, that is actually, I think, all I can do. I can't cast a second spell. Nope, I can't quite reach him. Let's see
That's
if I can
very
end turn now.
unfortunate.
No, I still cannot end turn.
No. So I might have fixed it for him at least.
The conduit. I will. Is this? You can use
Oh,
an
by the way,
action.
Simon,
Yes,
your turn.
you can use an action to do
Oh.
this, but then it's also an action to do that. Interesting.
Oh.
Do you have any bonus actions?
He's gonna do something in a minute,
Oh.
and then you'll see.
He'll look at the big boy that just slashed him, and then go. There once was a creature that had many predators, so it covered itself in spines, and then it had none. And I will activate the Tail of the Avenger on myself. Any creature that hits the target with a melee attack takes force damage equal to a roll of your bardic inspiration die.
Oh, that's nice.
And that was the little tail that I rolled for ages ago. And then that's the end of my turn.
Over. Oh, you know what that means, don't you?
Oh.
It's Barbarian Rage time. Da-da. Oh.
Is anyone in range?
Depends. Do I have to do it now?
I think it's when you rage, yeah.
Oh.
What? Wait, what?
I was gonna say,
It has to be seen within 30 feet.
yeah.
Well, that would be up to a DM, but no, I'm not going to worry about it. That sucks.
We could say, as you were running over, you raged. I would go that far, so as you enter the area.
Oh, up to you.
Yeah, let's do it. A Constitution saving throw.
DC is 13.
6.
Oh, we do
Stay.
that. D6 damage. Oh, 1 point
Radiant.
Ah,
It's blind.
stay.
God, what are all these What's the spear and the broken shield thing?
I don't know.
I assume you put that onto mark. I
No,
should
I
have
put the
known
Hunter's
this,
Mark
but
on.
you put the Hunter's Mark on. I'm guessing you put that on because it's damage resistance? To
Oh, it
remind
might
you?
be. Yeah.
Right. Well, I am raging, so I'm going to yeet a javelin. Oh, I believe that's possibly a hit.
Don't forget you get
Misses
advantage. Go for the
massively.
critical.
Yeah, go for the critical, but that does hit.
Why do I get advantage? Because he's blind.
He's blinded, yeah.
Oh, did not know that.
When you're blinded.
Oh my
Hey!
God.
Oh my fucking
It
god.
actually worked for the first
How
time
do we do
ever.
crits then? Is it just double damage?
That's why none of the
Yeah.
macros are working. Craig's fucking hacked the server.
So I roll 1d6, and then I add 2 to this and then double it. So 22.
Mm. Damage.
Yeah, max damage. Jesus.
Ooh.
Holy
Wow.
fucking shit. And I'm still blind for another turn.
Well, till his
Yeah.
next turn.
I mean, to be fair, it's
That is a
questionable
hell of a roll.
how to have
Yeah,
done it.
getting the 8 is quite lucky on that wild magic table.
I didn't want that one though. I wanted the flump. Pixie. Anyway, that's my turn. I moved 30 feet. Use my bonus action, my actions. Oh, and my 6 seconds of speech before I raged was just, "Oh no, it's happening again."
Didn't you move? Don't worry.
Good old Allfang is blinded and he's well aware he's just been impaled by something. He is going to lash out
Yes.
towards the only person he thinks he's got a good chance of hitting, because he doesn't know whether Rurik's moved. I mean, he might have some idea, but he knows the conduit's directly in front of him. So he's going to do a disadvantaged multi-attack.
Nice. Oh,
11.
11 misses.
Jesus, blind.
11.
Oh, misses. Oh,
And he misses.
just like darts back a little bit. He's wildly slashing.
And he's going to growl out,
Jesus,
dinner,
he gets +8 to attack.
dinner. And he's going to end his turn.
I think he's dead.
I am going to walk up behind him and advantaged hand axe main attack for 12.
Let me double check. I'm fairly sure that is a hit.
Cool. And offhand for 21.
That is also a hit.
Cool. So that's 10, 7 plus 2d6 for a grand total of 25.
25.
That is
Ow.
my action and bonus.
Boner.
I still can't end, but
He's no longer blinded.
no, he's still blinded till Minos' turn.
Yeah, he hasn't got any reactions, though.
The conduit will take his little deck of cards out, give him a little spin.
I just realised I need to heal some health.
He has damage resistance, I would assume. You
Oh,
put
yeah.
the marker on there to remind you and forgot.
And I haven't been doing it.
Oh my god.
I was thinking, this is very fucking easy. Why is this so easy?
Because he's blind.
that kind of helped, yeah.
You'd have to heal 22, I think.
24,
half of mine, and half
I
of
think.
him, so 23.
23. Heal. He suddenly feels better.
Ew.
Your attacks don't seem to have the impact you thought they would.
It was all a joke.
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine.
Oh, how could you? So yeah, he flutters his cards around, and they seem to like form like a shield thing around his arm, or around their arm, sorry, and cast Blade Ward. And there's end of turn.
Is he warding? Oh! I am angry, and I am. Is this table an obstacle?
I would say at your size, you could leap over it easy.
Just
Wouldn't
run
even
through
need a
it?
check, yeah. Smash it out the way. It's an old table.
And then I'm gonna. Oh, first of all, I'd like him to roll a Constitution saving throw. And the DC is 13. He fails.
Oh,
So I guess I don't need to recklessly attack.
Because he's blind again.
Yep. So normal attack, but this time I got my hammer. That's an unnatural 20,
That hits.
and it deals 8 points of damage. And who's going next? He's blind. So I might as well, just because I can. Oh no, I use my bonus action to blind him now. So that's it then. That's my turn.
Olfan is very upset that
I
he
didn't
has.
roll. Sorry. I didn't roll for the radiant damage. 2.
He takes that full damage.
ooh.
So if I have a way to deal radiant, I don't.
Olfang is going to turn towards where Minos is,
No.
and he's going to deeply breathe in through his nose, and he's going to say, beef. And he's going to perform a multi-attack. of claw and bite. Disadvantage.
Cup nuggets. 13.
13.
Miss.
Ooh.
And
Oh, both miss. The chuff nuggets saved me.
Okay. I'm going to be
Ooh.
going hand axe for 19, offhand for 23.
both hit.
That's 14 plus 2d6. 21.
21. What's the rounding rules we're using?
Round, round, I think it's round down unless specified otherwise.
So he takes 10 damage.
Yeah.
You should have voted on that. I do it differently.
I think that's the one I read originally, but because it always says some things will specify round up, but therefore that's the exception, not the rule.
Tell you what, this was meant to be quite a tough fight. CR3, and it's not.
My attack and bonus. To be fair, this is kind of what I'm idyllically built for. If this was in the dark, I'd be even stronger.
Thank God I didn't think, oh, maybe I should make it more difficult and go by the dim lighting rules.
I mean, I
Well,
would
dim
do
lighting
that.
doesn't do me anything. It's only dark.
Oh,
And actually, it also only essentially would have meant he'd be blinded attacking me the whole time.
That's
Hmm.
your turn over then.
Yeah, that's my turn.
It doesn't seem to be going for old meatloaf.
Meatloaf.
No, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna keep Blade Ward up. And then turn. Oh, I can't.
Constitution saving throw, please.
yes, sir. Anything for you, sir.
God.
Oh,
13.
it passes.
That's a pass. Oh, I have my button on the D6 as well. So I'll
So he's
attack.
not blinded this time either.
Oh, recklessly. Oh.
Both miss.
I'm deliberately not going to say anything so as not to give away my location. Oh wait, he's not blind anymore.
Yeah.
That's the end of my turn.
Olfang, regaining the sense of sight, is going to see he is a Mr. Surrounded. He is going to enter a barbarian rage.
Oh,
I think he's going to turn to Minos, and he is going to make a bite attack and a claw attack.
no.
Out disadvantage.
No, with advantage. He has with advantage.
Oh yeah, with advantage, of course. You've got your thing.
Reckless.
Oh shit!
It's a 19 and a 20, I think it
They
totals.
both hit.
$14 damage.
On the plus side, you're resistant.
Magical?
It's not magical.
Can you deal 7 points of... Oh, maybe I can do it. How much damage to take? 7. No, I can't do it.
So just 7 damage total.
Yeah.
Bonk.
Oh no.
And that is the end of his turn.
He sprained my ankle.
Enough. Are we using flanking rules?
No,
No,
I
that's
hope
fine.
not.
In that case, that's just a
make it too easy.
hand axe and offhand hand axe. 13 and 11.
I believe the hand axe hits, I think.
Okay, that's
Yes.
5 plus my d6. 9.
9. 4.
And that's my turn. Thank God Hunter's Mark lasts for so long.
And then it is Conduit's turn.
Seeing how he's been relatively safe, although he will move ever so slightly, so there's a bit of an escape route. We'll shuffle the cards away, like back into their little belt. Grab his lang sword with both hands. And do a punch for 7 and miss.
He does indeed miss. He brings it down just short of the wolf's foot. Anything else, friends?
And we'll just start muttering, going, the dogs, they're coming for me. And then turn.
I'm going to try and not look offended that he shuffled away from me like that. And I'm going to demand a saving throw in the form of Constitution. Oh, what a...
To be fair,
Reckless.
you've got a 50% hit rate with that so far.
That's true. Recklessly attacking. And Great Abaddon. 23.
Does indeed hit.
That's 16 bludgeoning damage.
That's 8.
He's still alive. As I bring down my maul, I'm just looking more and more. A, surprised that he's still alive, and B, offended that the conduit thinks I'm smelly. Here, end of the turn.
Olfang is going to, in one last desperate attempt, to
I'm the only one who hasn't taken damage.
do any kind of damage to anyone, is going to leap on who appears to be the most vulnerable in the party.
Bother.
Well, I'm recklessly flailing my maul and my horns around.
You're out of position.
And he is going to leap at... I'm going to say he's going to leap at the conduit.
Yes.
And he is going to multipass. Multipass.
I want multipass. Level 5.
12 for a bite.
To be fair, I get it at level 12.
He definitely hits with that claw, but he misses with the bite.
Yeah, and it's just double the dice, isn't it?
It's double everything.
Damage.
Oh.
It's
Ooh,
18. And he takes 3 force damage in return.
I take that at full damage.
Yeah, it's a little spiritual spine shoots back out of the wound.
He's got to have like 2 or 1 HP.
How much damage did you take?
18. I think I'm unconscious. Yeah.
Oh.
You're dead.
Oh.
And that is obviously the end of Olfang's turn.
Okay.
I'm glad I at least managed to down someone.
Yeah.
I am going to see this happen and quickly try to finish the beast. 22 and a 16.
Your hand axe works.
Both times?
Both times.
I think he might be done.
Doing well with damage, so that's 8, 16, 22.
That's 11. He is dead. How quickly do you want to finish him off? Do you want to give him time to say something or let out a groan, or are you just going to swiftly behead him?
I'm going 1 to the gut, 1 to take the head off, because I want to keep the head.
He will not have time.
In between, if he wants.
He's going to say, must feed. And as he finishes the word feed, you cleave his head off. He is dead.
I am going to head straight over to the conduit.
Oh no, I can't do 2d20.
And I am going to cast Cure Wounds on him. First level. You heal for 6 points, the conduit.
As the body hits the floor. I mean, with all that commotion, I think Rurik probably would have heard it the best because of his passive. But you hear a click in the room.
I look for the door.
The door is in place.
Fair enough. I'm going to hold concentration or hunter's mark because I don't have any spell slots left, and I can. And I'm
What
going
do
to
you
go
want
see
to
if
do
the
now?
door will open.
The door does indeed open, exposing darkness beyond you.
Okay, so I head into the darkness. Come along. Actually, can I pick up the wolf's head before I go?
Yeah, I mean, you can see if he's got anything on him if you'd like, or if there's
Yeah, I'll
anything
do that
else.
too. I really just want the head. But I will see if he's got anything else on him.
You find a tattered jester's cap with the associated bells,
I hand that to the conduit.
a small jewel crafter's hammer.
I hand that to the artisan, which is Minos.
Minos, you would immediately recognize it looks like the kind of size hammer that would have been used to smash those strewn amulets on the ground.
Ooh. Is there anything fancy about the jester's hat? Can I make an arcana?
You can make an arcana if you feel so inclined.
A 4.
It is a really scruffy, perfectly ordinary, tattered jester's cap.
Drop it on the floor.
Are the gems on the floor worth anything?
Go have a look at them.
Okay, I would like to look at them. I have stone cunning.
Linguist.
As you pick up one of the many identical amulets on the floor, you kind of roll it over in your hands and you look at it. It's a gold chain. One you've picked up is kind of broken around the bit that contains a gemstone about the size of a Brussels sprout.
Big.
Oh yes, it's a big gemstone. Looks very valuable. Please perform a investigation check.
13.
You are convinced that this is very valuable indeed.
Well, I'll grab any other gold chains I can see on the floor because I, as a player, know what they're worth.
Are they goldy-looking chains?
Would you shut up? Sorry.
You can come have a look
They
as
have
well.
a while.
I
I've
was just-
seen it in a documentary on ITV, BBC.
Is there anything weird
can
about
I-
the stage? Other
At
than
the
that it's just,
stage,
other than that it's just like covered in blood.
there might be.
Ooh.
Please perform a investigation or perception, depending on whether you're searching or if you're just looking over.
I'll have a proper in-depth search. I think that's what he's doing for the foreseeable future.
I'd like to take an amulet for myself.
And I'd like to... Ooh.
Yeah, take whatever amulets you want. I will, if you want to investigate them, let me know.
I will take one amulet and investigate it.
Conduit. Some of the blood spatters look like someone was trying to scrawl something in blood.
I was just going to say a little flash of a faded memory of like someone looking for their lost loved ones, and that flashes into his head, and he gets an extra 6 onto that.
You can read what was scrawled in blood, and it's really hastily done in common, gem, and then a kind of a gap, and then land, and then the end of the D kind of trails off into a bloody handprint. You wanted to do an investigation on a amulet, did you not?
I did.
Please
did.
perform one check.
One check of investigation. Oh.
These look quite fine. I suppose both you and Rurik would notice some of them look nicer than others. Some of them, it looks like the yellow on the chains has kind of flaked away. It looks a bit grimy underneath. But some of them look pristine, with the exception of damage.
I will take the nicest looking one I can find and put it on.
You are wearing a broken gem necklace.
But nice. Broken,
It's
but nice.
very nice. Very nice for a barbarian.
By this point, I'd like to have gathered up as many as I could grab.
Yeah, you get someone of your size. You've got 7.
7, okay. And then with that, I say, well, the door's open. I suppose we should go. And I'll head out.
I'm going to check. Oh my god, what's going on? I'm going to check up here. Yeah.
As you walk past, you notice the bookcases are all destroyed, completely shattered. All the books are kind of bits of paper are ripped up and strewn all over the place. As you get behind the bar, again you see blood stains. And please perform a perception check, I think.
Oh, 19.
19. You see that there's next to this on the counter, scratched in to the counter where all the beer would usually be, is a phrase in common. The end word has a human fingernail kind of sticking out of where it's been scratched in, and it says destroy.
Oh, right. Well, I say aloud. That sounds ominous. Hey, you two, it's saying over here we should... And I look round and notice that there's only one. An injured strangeman. Here, look. Look, come and have a look at this. It says destroy. Do you think it means we should blow this place up before we leave?
There was... The stage has said as well, Gemland.
Right. Well, Gemland, oh yeah. Shall we blow the pub up before we leave?
We're not such a fan of such wanton destruction, but there does seem to be something amiss here.
Well, if you ask me, it looks like whoever wrote this. Here, look, check this out. I take the fingernail out, bring it over to the conduit. Whoever wrote that, this belongs to. They must have been pretty desperate. Whatever they wanted us to destroy, I bet one day if we don't do it, we're gonna wish we had.
Does Minos hold out the fingernail?
Yeah, I'm handing it to you.
The conduit will take it, sniff it a sec, give it a quick bite.
Oh god.
And then, not eating it, but when people check coins, like that sort of thing. And we'll just look at it quizzically.
What does it mean? Who does it belong to? You using some of your weird necromantic powers on it?
No, we were just curious, and goes to hand it back.
Oh, no, you can keep it. I'm not hungry, thank you. I got my cheese anyway.
Just subtly put it in the pocket.
I'm going to use a tinderbox to light a torch. Right, well, Conduit, Connie, you better get out of here because I'm about to burn it down. Had enough of this place.
We'd rather you not, but we're not going to die again.
She won't let us.
And then just starts walking off like halfway through the sentence.
I'm going to chuck a torch at these books. A lit torch, mind.
They catch fire.
I'm going to chuck a second lit torch underneath this table.
It slowly catches fire.
I'm going to leave.
As you walk out the door, once again, you feel your vision tunnel. It all gets very dark. And you come to hearing the gentle click of a door behind you. And you find yourself.
Oh,
Who's spotting the theme?
we're dead. We've died.
I feel like
It's
we
the
missed
theme that we died.
a really cool thing in that last bit.
Did we?
I don't know.
I
feel
can't
like
Which
tell if
bit?
someone's losing-
that last one we're in, I feel like there was more to it, but
There was a little bit.
I can't help but feel I can't tell if I was moving forward or backwards while we're in here.
There was quite a lot with good old Minstrel as well that I
Yeah.
thought Craig would spot. And
I
he
knew
did
what
not.
it was, but I didn't want to say it because I discussed it with you previously.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
So I wanted to let someone else
Minstrel.
find it if it was going to be found.
Yeah, Minstrel was not Minstrel.
Yes, I was going to say, I'm fairly certain Minstrel was an old friend as well, but not that one.
Tartan.
Security Empire.
Simon gets it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shitan.
Oh, Green, if anyone looked him over carefully and passed the check, he had a little rodent. What's it called?
Wait a minute,
Raccoon
you're not
symbol.
Minstrel, the guy I've never met before.
Yeah, this was the issue why I didn't want to say anything, because I knew, because Chris mentioned the idea that he was going to put
Have
it
we-
in somewhere.
Is it over now then?
No, I'm just finding the tool button.
If there is a tool button, it's probably in Simon Harris's house.
And
Oh.
you find yourself in once again a bustling tavern.
Oh,
Hanging from the rafters are numerous banners proclaiming the Wayward's Boggle annual beer festival. There's merriment all around, not the hysterical laughter you heard before or the silence or anything like that. It's people chatting, talking, drinking, socialising between groups with the passive, get in that fucking room perception of Rurik. He'll notice there is a single solitary orc who is not looking happy, sitting, drinking beer. Loads of people walking around. You spot a tavern wench rushing around tables, depositing flagon after flagon of ale at various people. The stage is yours.
Well, I see two dwarves, I think.
1, 2, 3 dwarves.
Oh, spill spout. I missed him. Katka.
What about Henriette Ironite? Isn't she a dwarf?
Not in my eye line at the minute.
There's also a zombie drinking at the bar.
I assume that's supposed to be a Goliath.
It's an orc.
At the bar?
Female orc, yeah.
I was going to say, the image made me go Goliath.
Zombie.
The conduit will walk up in a fairly deep, jaunty voice and go, wench, a drink, please.
The tavern wench goes up to the bar, picks up one of the many along the thing. The whole thing is just beer after beer after beer, and rushes over and holds out the tray towards you.
I'll take one, take a little sip, and then hold it in my hand.
And she rushes off to collect more for other people.
Before I say this, having a quick look at the orc, is it a full orc or a half orc?
Which one?
Grumpus.
Full orc.
Full orc. Okay. In that case, I will say to Sven and Klar, yeah, odd to see this stout folk. I've gone Irish again. Odd to see the stout folk drinking with an orc. Yeah, taking a knock to the head.
Yeah. Sven looks at you. Yeah, we just pay him no mind. There's no trouble. No trouble at the Wayward Boggle. Keep to ourselves, he won't bother us. Conduit and Minos, what are your passive perceptions?
14.
As you're walking past, you see a short, kind of hairy dwarven fellow standing up near the bar. He is leaning up against the bar, looking a little bit worse for wear, and he's saying something to Flick Flamestrider, a nearby dragonkin, who is looking in the other direction. He's red in the face. He is quite intoxicated. The direction you have just been walking in, you see I can't remember what race she was. A woman sitting at a table with another whatever. They're just sitting there having a chinwag like they're old friends. It's a good atmosphere here. Everyone seems happy enough, if not maybe a little bit intoxicated. Poor old Claire's rushing around, handing these drinks out. She does look a bit stressed.
Can I pull out a little card, the merchant, give it a little twizzle, a little flick of the fingers, and cast guidance on Claire to maybe try and help her with her work.
Claire feels a little bit better, and you do notice she starts getting beers out to people before they've even drained the last of their current glasses. It's a well-oiled ship.
Beer.
A question.
She rushes over to you and holds a tray out. It has multiple beers on it, and she looks at you. She goes, "Sorry, I didn't know how many you wanted."
Oh, well, just take the tray. Thank you, my good lady.
No, you can't have the tray. I need the tray. I need the tray. Sorry, so you can have the beers. I need the tray. I've got to get more drinks out.
All right, just set them on the bar here then.
She sets the drinks on the bar for you.
How many do I get?
You get 4 pints of beer.
Nice.
Sorry, I've got to get back to it.
No need to apologise, my good lady. You're doing a good job.
Can I have a look at what's on the stage?
You certainly can. On the stage, you see a number of very large beer barrels.
Okay, anything unusual about them?
They look like big beer barrels, the kind you'd expect at a beer festival.
Fair enough. I shall move on from those. And walk over to the orc.
Rurik, your passive perception is high enough there to overhear Khadgar going, I've never been with a lizard before. I heard you like it hot. And go away. Being kind of side back.
I'm gonna leave him alone to get punched in the face. And I'll Grumpus why he doesn't appear to be in a good mood. What's the matter, Orky? Not got enough to drink?
Grumpus looks up at you and he stares you straight down and replies, "Fuck off, dwarf."
Oh, I tried to be polite.
And Claire comes kind of running over and runs up to you and goes, just leave him alone. Just don't mind him. Keep to yourself. We all have to keep to ourselves. It's how it works. We just don't get involved. We don't interfere. If they're not friendly, we don't do. At which point, you hear a yell come out from over by the bar. Khadgar. Claire! You bloody beauty! Oh, how you been? And as Claire, sorry, I meant Clara.
Yeah, I figured.
Comes down and sets down a tray of 3 pints. Khadgar bumps into her. The contents of these pints spill over Grumpus. Claire looks at Grumpus with a look of pure terror on her face. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll go get you another. And pushes Clara out of the way and rushes off to behind the bar. Grumpus, dripping wet, smells worse than anything, looks up at Khadgar. You spilt my fucking grog. Khadgar seems to sober up, and he quickly hurries to catch up with Clara.
Interesting that he's drinking rum and water with lime in it.
Shush.
How do you...
It's what grog is. Oh, that's the beer festival. He seems to be drinking rum, water, and lime.
I used it as a general alcohol term.
Fair enough. God, we're not your general alcoholics. I'm gonna.
Grumpus stands
what's
up
happening?
and brushes the alcohol. Like it pooled in his lap. While this is going on, what are you doing, Minis and Conduit?
I am getting through these beers.
Enjoy. Conduit?
Here's every so often taking a little sip of the beer. And what would he be doing? I think he's just gonna sort of like come up. Where's Grumpus sort of facing? Is he facing towards the doorish?
He is staring directly towards where the door would be.
Ooh. I think you'll just like try and saunter around like there, like casually, and just keep an eye on him from behind.
Interesting. I think I might have this one.
Grumpus, having stood up and brushed the worst of the pool of beer off his lap, steps out of his seat and starts to approach Khadgar.
I will move in as he does, ready to help a kinsman.
Clara did spot this and has taken a step kind of not towards him, but like across, tried to oh god.
Sidestepped him.
Yeah, it sidestepped him. So, oh god. And runs up to the biggest man she can see, which is Minos.
Oh,
Khadgar is just chilling. He doesn't know what's going on at the moment until Grumpus yells out, "You spilled my beer." And he turns around and sees Grumpus towering over him. Clark runs up to Minas and goes, You've got to help. You've got to help. It's all going wrong. It's all going to tits.
All right, little lady, I'll see what I can do. Now then, what's the trouble over here? Master Orc, is there some kind of problem here?
Got cattle. Him. He spilt my fucking beer.
Well, not to worry, just get him to pay for it. How much did it cost?
Fair point. No one's been charged for a drink yet.
Grumpus growls. You can't put a price on dignity, on honour.
I mean, you can, but
Haggar looks up and I tripped over the wee lass. Sorry? He lets out in a very unconvincing slur.
I would like to say, look to me more like you were trying to cop a feel.
He looks at you and feels deeply betrayed, and it shows on his drunken little red face. Grumpus will again stare Khadgar down and growl, "Get me another little boy." At which point Khadgar will puff his chest up. You see Rurik and probably Minas would notice Sven. Rurik, you notice Jaywick tighten his hands on a club he holds at his side. While Minas, you notice Sven has got fists at the ready. Khadgar puffs his chest up. I don't think I will, laddie. It's a simple accident. I think you've had too much. At which point, Grumpus is going to reach out and everyone please roll initiative.
Oh, okay. Hey, 24.
I know, shite, Tove.
Now, have you noticed you've just rolled initiative?
Yeah. Question is,
Oh,
who
how
are
did
we
you do
fighting?
that?
You will see.
Fair
How
enough.
did you fix it?
It only works for rolling. I right-clicked the button and then in options disable the ability to edit.
Oh.
Why would you do such a thing, dude?
The others at the bar over here like a bit of sport. So they would also like to come join in. A bit of fun. Did she roll? Yes, she did. Rourke, it's your turn.
Okay, I am going to try and put an end to this as quickly as physically possible. And I'm going to attempt to grapple Grumpus the Orc.
That is... I can't remember how to do grapples.
Contested.
Athletics versus his choice of athletics or acrobatics.
He is going to do an athletics.
I got a 9. He gets a 3.
You've grappled a giant fucking orc.
Would
Somehow.
like to pin him to the floor. I took him down at the knees and just put my body weight against his shoulders. Dwarves are a hefty little thing. I would just like to pin him there and say, "Don't worry, he'll not be starting anything." And that'll be my turn. No,
Wow.
I can't end turn still.
Yeah, I haven't done that button.
Noob.
Charlotte Pimpernel sees you do this, and she is going to Shit, that was over so quick. She's going to sigh and sit back down.
I can't believe I won a contested check with a 9.
That's so weird. That's one of the things in D&D. I always think, how the hell is a single
say,
dwarf, grappled a giant orc?
The orc only has a +2 to strength. So
To be fair, I do weigh 150 pounds. If you put that into kilograms.
Yeah, I suppose they're stout people, aren't they?
Yeah.
Natural 1 though.
That's 68 kilograms. So
it's a natural 1, so it's just like, Rorik goes to grab him, and he as he's turning, he sort of trips over his own ankle.
Yeah, actually, that is a natural one, isn't it?
Well, it's only grappled. It's not like restrained. Like he could just be like holding his shirt, effectively.
Oh yeah,
he can still do loads of stuff.
He can still do things. Yeah, it's just I was just trying to pin him down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's not pinned down. He's grabbed, isn't he?
Basically, yeah. Grabbed hold of him.
Grabby hands.
It does, doesn't it? Where does it?
It
should
grappled
say in the
has
chat.
the. Yeah.
Where doesn't it say?
Windows campaign. Grappled. Oh, I'm gonna have to put it on myself so I can read what it says. There we go. A grappled creature's speed becomes 0. It can't benefit from any bonus of speed. The condition ends if the grappler is incapacitated. The condition also ends if an effect removes the grappled creature from the reach of the grappler or the grappling effect.
That's all it is. It's just speed becomes 0.
Yeah, basically. He's being held still.
That's what. That would have. Anyway, which action is this? I just need to check.
I can try and grapple him with my maul.
Flicking through the deck of cards. I'm gonna see what tale is given to me from Tales from Beyond. Oh, it's a 5 again. So at the moment, it's just everyone attacking Grumpus.
No one's attacked him yet. He's just been grappled.
Yeah, all that's happened is Starlet Pimpernel stood up and sat back down, and Rorik's grabbed Grumpus as he started looking aggressive at Khadgar.
Conduit's going to go sit down in his seat. Just watch. See what happens. That's it for now.
Next turn. Flick. Flick is a little bit more interested in this, so she's going to approach and yell out, "Roll!"
Oh, god damn it.
Clara is gonna stand back here and approach Flick and tell her to fuck right off loudly in the polite language of the dwarves. Fuck off, there's nothing to see. And she is going to make a unarmed attack.
Bitch fight.
And I'm fairly sure it's going to hit.
21. Yeah.
So she is going to do some damage. And then next turn, Grumpus does not fucking appreciate being grabbed by a little runt. And he is going to take the... There's not a button for it. The push action.
Aye.
Which works by...
Another contested.
Yeah, So
Athletics. Nope, he actually gets me.
and pushes you 5 feet backwards. He is no longer grappled.
Well, at least he hasn't hit anyone.
States grappled. He cannot do anything else. Minos.
I'm gonna say, now, little orc, how about we just get you a drink and you stop doing all this silly behaviour? And I'm going to grapple him. Wait, is there anything else? Can I restrain him, or do you have to just grapple?
I actually don't know how restraining works.
Actions, D&D.
I don't
Actions,
think there's a way we can do it without specialist equipment.
like a rope. You
A
mean?
rope will do it.
I have a rope.
Or some way to bind him.
Yeah.
Squish him against a wall with a chair. Table.
Or my horns.
Did you want how were you grappling him? Were you roughly and aggressively grabbing him, or were you putting a hand on his
Basically,
shoulder?
Grabbing him and just dropping dead weight on him.
Or is it's up to Minos?
Oh, sorry, he was I thought you meant me when I was grappling. He was trying to restrain him.
No, Minos. He just tried to grapple again, didn't he?
I'm going to, like the way a copper does to a kid who's been shoplifting, just sort of firmly grab him on the back of his neck and give a little pinch.
Make a intimidation check.
Oh, I'm good at intimidating. Well, not really, especially in my roles.
I'm only allowing this because you're big.
Allahu Akbar. Oh. What is up with my fucking non-combat rolls today? That's a 2. I've rolled a lot of. I'd like to see what my rolls have been today, because I swear everything that isn't hitting something has been under 5.
And your athletics check for where you grappled?
Athletics.
He shrugs you off
It's not under 5.
and tells you to do one.
Does that count as an attack?
I don't think it does.
No,
What?
it's a separate action.
A grapple.
grappling, isn't
It's
it?
a separate action.
Do.
It's competing roles, isn't it?
You can use the attack action to make a special melee attack. Yeah.
Oh, it does.
Oh, thank you. In that case, I'm going to shove him with my horns. So he needs to do a strength saving throw, DC 1 under my constitution one, which was 12.
22.
That's a natural 20. Okay.
He does not budge. He literally, you've just pushed him with his horns, and it's like you were pushing into a wall.
All right, and now you can see some flashes in my eyes, a bit of steam coming out of my nose, and my horns have just slightly started flickering with the essence of magic.
Ooh.
And here endeth. Oh, I can't end turn.
Sven is going to come up and he is going to yell, "Fucking orcs, always trying to cause fucking problems." And he is going to make an unarmed attack roll against Grumpus. And he gets a 20, which I'm fairly sure, again, is a hit. So he does some damage. And this man takes some damage. And then that is the end of Sven. Jaywick is going to see the argument going on up here. He's going to run here. And on the way past, he is going to attempt to push Rurik out of the way.
I'm being pushed around a lot today. Athletics 7, natural 1.
And you just get pushed 5 feet that way. and he comes up to here,
Wait, how
and
come you rolled with my mods? Oh, it doesn't matter.
Same thing. I think I must have had your character selected. Pushes you out of the way and runs over here and shouts at Flick. Says, "You leave Clara alone. Stay out of this. It ain't nothing to do with your kind." Nasdal is going to overhear that, and I need to put the stamp to grid on. That's annoying. It's going to come rushing over to there, shout, "Your kind, fucking racist."
Yeah, now. Is this based on a local pub near you, by the way?
It is the Fox and Hounds. But apparently it hasn't got any macros set, so she's going to quickly magically import them.
Do you want me to send you the base set?
That's alright. And is going to make an unarmed attack of 16. Which hits. Takes damage. Boom. Khadgar is going to just stand there. He's a little too drunk to know what's really happening. But it's quite amusing. Rurik.
Okay, since the current movements seem to be take him out with unarmed strikes, I'm going to come over and have a go at Grumpus with an unarmed strike. For 21.
That hits.
A 5.
Woof.
I don't think I can make an offhand without having this. Oh, I have 2-weapon fighting. Can I make an offhand?
Yeah, why not? A pow and a pow.
10.
You got strength of 18.
10 misses.
With me, that's not
misses.
fair.
Fair enough. That's fine.
Starlet Pimpernel is going to once again stand up. And she is going to bonk Jaywick on his head for being a dirty racist dwarf with a club. And misses.
Dirty dwarf with a club.
Conduit.
Oh. Well then, after all this. But these guys are all fighting up near me. Da, 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 da. Just gonna shuffle his cards around a bit while I quickly read how this spell works. Start doing a bit of things. Right, he's gonna pointing in this direction, a 15-foot cone. They're all fighting and doesn't like all this fighting. Gonna cast color spray.
What does that do?
Roll 60-10. So that's 31. The total is how many hit points of creatures this spell can affect.
Oh, like sleep.
Yeah, they're originated in ascending order of their current hit points. So you start off with the lowest hit points, and you basically like
Jaywick
take
has. Oh no, he's got 11. Everyone else has 10, with the exception of Flick, which has 9.
So you'd get 9 would be first for Flick, and then it would be 2 10s would be 29, and then that would be it. So Jaywick and the 2 of the 10s are blinded until the end of your next turn.
You hear a collective, "Oh, fucking hell, fucking what?" as they are blinded. Stay blinded. Did you say Flick?
Yeah, that was the one with 9 health, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, so not that one.
Yeah, so the one with 9 health, and then 2 of the 10s.
Yeah, so he hasn't got 9. Clear state. He's got it. Blinded. And sorry, I'll hit next turn.
No,
Oh, it's Flick's turn. State.
I'm trying.
Blinded. She is going to.
Sorry.
That's alright. Going to make a unarmed attack. Disadvantage. Gets a 10. She hits Claire. And does 1. Claire will repeat that in kinds with a club.
Just in case you didn't have enough rolls to do, you could.
Disadvantage. 4 misses, hits no one. Next, Grumpus. Grumpus senses it's escalating and is going to turn to Rurik and is going to bonk him with a mace.
Oh, he's pulling out weapons. 19. That'll hit.
Deals 7 bludgeoning damage.
Can I take my own damage?
No, you
No,
cannot.
I can't. Okay.
Is that full 7? No resistance?
No, I don't have resistance unless it's poison.
Oh. 7. And it is ending his turn.
Hang on. You just 21 damage to me.
What?
I should have taken 7.
The bloody damage button.
Oh, you caught him. He's trying to cheat.
If I take you down to 0, I'll have to put you up.
I'm not down to 0.
Hold on,
I
right.
should be on 27.
What's your full health minus?
It should be at 27.
It should be at 27.
There we go.
Yeah, it's really weird. I can't touch the take damage or heal damage. I can only do damage NPC and heal NPC. The other ones don't work.
Oh, hang on. Oh, no, I am on his PC.
Next term, Mino. I'm going to see if I can fix that. Edit. Allow players edit off. Edit.
I'm going to say to Grumpus, now, I've never hurt anyone before in my life, but my God, you're pushing me to use this maul. And I hit him with the maul. With a hit roll of
That hits.
23.
I'm fairly sure that hits. That certainly does hit.
And I deal damage of 9.
He is hurt.
Sorry about. Oh, I'm only allowed 6 seconds to chat. My horns are fizzling a lot now. But I'm not raging. But I will attempt to hit him with my horns, so I'd like him to roll a strength saving throw. And he has to get a 12. Oh, he didn't.
Oh.
So I've shoved him over 10 feet away from me, so don't really know what that means for Rorik. Probably on the other side of Rorik. Maybe Rorik ducked down. Or maybe Rorik got down on his hands and knees and I pushed him over. You know, like you used to do in school.
I would argue, as an orc, he's very tall. He probably would trip and fall over Rorik. But the question is, would it... Rorik, can you do a dex save?
Sure. 20.
You actually managed to duck over just right, so you made the push more into one of those schoolyard bully things where you push someone over. And you get up definitely to your feet. No issues. It was basically planned.
Now you stay away from that. Oh, I'm not allowed to speak anymore, am I? Ed Ted.
Sven, Steelbinder is going to... He's just going to laugh, I think. He just laughs at all of this and goes, "What fun! What fun!" Jaywick, who is not blinded, is going to take this opportunity to bonk that fucking lizard on the head with a club.
Wait, the lizard?
Yeah, the lizard he hates. He's racist. He gets a 4 and misses. Next turn. Nasdal sees this, is not happy, but she hasn't got a weapon because she's a pussy. And she is going to just do a unarmed and actually misses, so I don't know why I did damage. Khadgar is literally standing there, drunkenly eating from his cheese wheel.
Whose cheese wheel?
This one just here.
Oh, okay, good.
I am. Considering he pulled a mace out on me, I'm debating whether or not to pull out my axes.
I mean, I've just bonked him in the fucking head with my maul.
Yeah, but that's still blunt. Everything else here has been blunt so far.
I love that D&D logic. I'm
It's
clubbing him
blunt
with
damage.
like a
It's the weapons you can do non-lethal damage with as an option.
You can
So I will make my unarmed strikes.
You can do it
You
for all of them.
hit.
That's 10.
Oof. You could have bludgeoned that fucking werewolf to death.
To be fair,
That's quite a lot of damage.
yeah, 4. I get +4 because I have an 18 strength. I am a
Well, it's
strength built
guaranteed
ranger.
5 if you hit them. If you do it with the axe, it's between
5 and 10.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. That's action and bonus.
Starla is going to blindly swing with her club. And misses. The conduit.
Mhm. Get up. Get out from the seat. I guess look at them going into all this big row with Grumpus. Go, here we go again. Pull out a little dagger and try and shank Grumpus in the back. 19 to hit.
Ooh.
Hits.
For 7 piercing damage. And is that...
You hear a thud as this very angry orc crashes to the ground. I will say at this point, Nasdal and Flick and Starlet would have seen this happen. Oh,
I'm pretty sure 2
And-
of them would.
oh no, 2 of them wouldn't. 2 of them don't know what's happening. Neither does Clar. Nasdal sees this, and she's not looking so sure of herself now.
Or can I, as a bonus action, like drop the dagger and try and just kick it under the table a little bit?
You certainly can. Trivial item interaction.
Oh,
Yeah, no one sees it.
oh,
Flick can't see shit, doesn't know what's happening. He's thudding. She's just gonna attack.
Yeah, the
And
blindness is over at the end of the conduit's turn.
yeah. Bonk.
Oh, if it's over, I'm gonna retcon that.
I'll say at the end of his turn.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the end of his turn because I started Flicks. So she's not going to attack Clar. And she's going to see the orc laying on the floor, deceased. And is going to, whoa! It was just a bit of fun.
Franco.
And she is going to disengage. Oh, for fuck's sake, snap to grid.
That's also not her.
Oh,
Flick.
yes, it is.
Is
It's
it?
going to disengage and fuck right off back to her seat. In fact,
Wait,
she's not going back
Flame
to.
Spider is a female.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell with Dragonborn.
Is going to that direction. I will note as the orc's body hit the floor, there was a click.
Oh, is the door back?
You would notice she is beelining it for the door. She is done here.
Fair enough.
Clara relaxes and casually just starts walking away. If you guys want this will be end of combat, by the way.
I'm not going to carry on fighting after.
I'm gonna enter a barbarian rage. No, I'm joking.
How long has it been since I fight with a werewolf out of interest?
Go a couple of hours.
Oh, a couple of hours. Okay, my concentration is gone then.
They're fucked off.
Fuck off.
Sit back down on the seat and finish off the beer.
Clark will come over to the party and will say,
Dead body.
yeah, around the dead body. In fact, she will stand on top of him. I'll say, thank you. He's such a troublemaker. You can't take him anywhere without there being a fight. Here, take this. Thank you so much. And hands each of you 15 gold.
Paid to kill a drunk in a pub. The new one.
And she goes and sits down and just puts her head in her hands.
Okay. I need to take a long rest, and we probably want to call the session about here because we've been going 4.5 hours.
Yeah, call it here.
Is it safe to take a long rest here, out of interest, before the next session?
It is not. I'm
Okay.
afraid there are no long rests.